Shabrihu Ushinate Bi'ilo or Imulaya Chemuke Babovke Birashlam Shem Kozriel Kolam Amen. This is my last weekly or daily transmission. Shanti and I are here. We're on our way to Israel and part of the next flow in the river of our life. So you can see we're on the river here.
With all the ducks. I just fed all the ducks.
Okay, and now you see the river of the life. The metaphor is there. And now we're really just going to really do the meditation. And then we'll have a little bit of a talk. So here we go. And remember the mantra, Yod on the in-breath, Hey on the out-breath, Wa on the in-breath, Hey on the out-breath. And that's it. And then Yod from the base up to the third, to the heart, Hey out to the heart. Wa on the base, up to the third eye, and Hey out to the heart again. And that's it. It's the beauty of it. Now this is the last time I'm doing this from the United States for this next cycle. And we will be doing this from a PowerPoint area in Israel where we're planning to move to. So with that in mind, let's just focus, and we'll go for about 7 minutes, and here we go. Yod. And now we're in the meditation. Yod in the in-breath, Hey in the out-breath, Wa in the in-breath, Hey in the out-breath. And here we go. Yo. Slowly come out of meditation. And the theme that we're talking about is the river of life. You can kind of see the river there. We're on the river, rocking on a raft. Can't see as well as I'd like to see, but here we go. Yeah. And you saw Shanti. Is there anything you want to share with anybody? Okay. So Shanti's sitting here on the raft with me. Just come into the picture for a second. Just so people can see you. Step back and wave. Can you see yourself in the picture? Yeah.
I can't see the sun.
So I just want to honor Shanti in this journey of the river of life, the unfolding of her life. I so appreciate her support in the background. Okay, and now I'm going to talk a little bit about that river of life. It's like, what are we talking about? Well, we have the metaphor, but the river of life is the unfolding of our life. And there are airplanes flying above and different things happening, but what's going on as we're rocking back and forth on this raft? In the Ayurvedic, it talks about four things. One of the wheels is the Dharma, to know God. Most important thing we can do in our life, to know God. And there are different ways, and the river of life takes us that way. The second is your life dharma, which is your way of life, your right livelihood that gives you the spiritual lessons that help you wake up, that help you become liberated. It's the people we associate with, it's the particular work that we do, and as I pointed out in my book, Into the Nothing, it's learning to take all of our life's experiences and understand them from a spiritual point of view in which they become an opportunity to expand our consciousness. Extremely important. So Dharma is the way of life or right livelihood that helps you expand your consciousness through every experience. The third is what we call kama or pleasure, and I call that spiritual pleasure. If people don't have enough spiritual pleasure in their life, I'm not talking about being a hedonist, but enough spiritual pleasure, it's very hard to sustain on the path. For me, the source of spiritual pleasure is my internal experience of the divine. I call it the non-causal love, non-causal peace, non-causal joy, and non-causal oneness, non-causal harmony. And those are our natural state. More profound than the death urge or sex urge is this drive for the divine and connecting to ourself, connecting to the soul. When we're connected to our soul, then we're able to more powerfully connect to the divine. And so it's a whole way of being. Okay? And it's the world is as you see it, the world is as you believe it to be. Now what do I mean is experiences happening. Do we see them as an opportunity to grow spiritually, like I explained in my book, Into the Nothing? Or do we see them as a problem or as a hassle or as a difficulty? And so my teaching clearly is the world is the spiritual teacher, what in India we call Guru Tattva, and the idea is that interpreting all our life experiences in a way that helps us expand spiritually. Then kama is the spiritual pleasure. I call it the joy of God that sustains us. And finally, artha, which is enough money to support our spiritual life. Those are the components that support the overall spiritual life. Now, the key for me is the river of life. That's why Shanti and I are moving to Israel, because this is the next step and the unfolding of our river of life. The next step to enhance that unfolding. One of the first events that we'll be doing is helping to initiate the energetics of the Aquarian Age, which is on December 21st. In Israel, it's 8:20 p.m. In West Coast, it's going to be 10:20 a.m. On East Coast, 1:20 p.m. Now, this is all over the world, and what we're doing is looking at, and I'm suggesting people even find PowerPoints where the energy will be amplified. We call them dragon lines and imperial dragon lines. And these are heightened energetic lines. The sun comes and gives energy, goes to the center of the earth, it's reflected back, and they're called landlines in a way, but they get amplified. And that's what we're talking about. And if people can find holy sites, holy locations around where they live, and gather in groups of at least 10, we're going to be able to amplify that. And of course, you'll be hearing much more about that, but that's our message, is that we are continuing where we're going and entering the Aquarian Age, where we expand our peacefulness and our consciousness and our love, and moving into harmony with all of creation. That's the energetics of the Aquarian Age. So this is the beginning of this 2,000-year cycle. There's more to it. Actually, it's part of a 12,000-year cycle, and we're at the 12,000th year in that cycle. You'll be hearing more about that. I just want you to understand, for me, the river of life continues and continues, and our choice is, are we willing to swim in the river of life? Are we willing to become empowered by the river of our life? Are we willing to walk in front of God as a blessing to the world? Are we willing to see each world experience as an opportunity to grow spiritually? These are the important things. And then we just have to have faith, because a move to Israel for us is faith. It's not just faith, but faith in the truth. And what is the truth? There's only God. Very, very profound and very, very simple teaching. There's only God. And the faith is living in the truth, there's only God. But it does take a certain amount of awareness here to tune into the river of our life. Because sometimes it can appear confusing. Sometimes we just have to go with what we're given and uplift it to its highest octave, so we grow spiritually. The world is the guru. Everything is a spiritual chance for a spiritual unfoldment. And we have our river of life. Are we willing to swim in it? Are we willing to flow with it? When we're in resistance, it blocks the flow. So the message here is, go with the flow. Easy or hard, doesn't matter. Go with what you feel is truly your flow that's going to elevate you best spiritually. That's how, at least how I make the decision. That's how I'm really talking about it more traditionally. The flow is happening. Are we willing to jump in? Are we willing to swim? Are we willing to do the work that can take us to the highest octave of who we are meant to be? So, as part of my last transmission from the United States, may everyone be blessed that they have the spiritual courage and wisdom to go with the flow of the river of our life. Peace be with you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Takyuasin. Aho.